The new Galaxy A15 is easily the best budget phone you can currently get. You get massive, absolutely beautiful AMOLED display, and the overall look of it is so nice as well. It has got triple camera setup and glass plastic back. It's not obviously glass, but plastic that just looks like glass. So very durable as well. Compared to the old A14, the screen is completely in different category altogether. It's so nice, and I'm really impressed that Samsung has managed to stuff in such a nice quality screen in a budget device like this. And yeah, the overall design of it looks real nice. All of it is basically plastic, however it feels actually very good in hand. It doesn't feel like a flagship phone, however it feels very good, and of course also it looks really nice. You got a Type-C charger, and also look at this, it has got a headphone jack, something you really don't see on the premium flagship phones. Very nice indeed. Also it comes with 2 SIM cards. Then the camera quality, well, it's a budget phone, so the camera really, I would say, is a budget phone's camera. However, it's perfectly usable actually. The focusing of it is very decent as well, and it has no problems focusing. And yeah, the colors are actually fairly decent considering the price of this phone. The cameras are actually very good indeed. As the system also feels very fluid actually. Again, when you compare to the older A14, this is way more fluid actually. That A14, yeah, it kinda lagged a lot of times. This has got maybe some stutter from time to time, but especially in this news. However, in real everyday usage, I'm barely seeing any lag on this phone. Again, much better than the A14, the previous year's model. So again, the screen and improved performance and less lagginess is really, yeah, the main selling point of this phone over that. And if you are thinking about upgrading, I'm not really sure if it's that worth, but if you are purchasing a new phone, definitely get the A15. It's so much better. Also guys, maybe you remember just how bloated and full of junk the old Samsung phones were. At least few years old, older ones, and they were completely unusable. Basically, I hated them so much. Samsung has finally came to the senses, and yeah, this looks pretty much like a stock Android. Really, it doesn't look like the old laggy bloated Samsung that was in, yeah, a few years ago. This honestly makes life so much better and easier. And honestly, if you are thinking maybe to get this phone for an old person, this is actually a very good phone, because again, in past those Samsung phones were so bloated and they're terrible actually. This one, absolutely great job. Also, all of them now come with at least 128 gigs of storage. I have the 4 gig RAM version, and honestly the apps even load pretty good on this 4 gigs. I'm actually quite surprised. Of course, I would probably personally get the 6 GB version at least. However, at the time of filming this, I couldn't get that, so I got that. Anyway, let's check out the apps, and as you see, they open pretty much instantly. Everything is pretty much instant, see? Messages, camera, see, it's very well optimized actually. Compared to the older one, the charging times are also much better now, and it has got 25 watt charging power at the moment. The A14 had like 15, I think. And anyway, yeah, the battery on these phones are absolutely huge, and it takes quite fast to recharge it as well. So that's cool as well, and something you really don't see on the cheap budget devices. And internet browsing on this also is very nice actually. Again, you really don't see cheap budget phones that aren't laggy and stuttery. And yeah, it's very good actually, and everything loads very fast on this phone. Again, this is a 4G version. However, the only difference between the 4G and 5G is really the 5G chip. Everything else is identical, and the speeds you get on the 4G, I don't really think you need anything more. And you can actually save quite a lot of money by purchasing this one. And yeah, everything just loads so fast on this thing. And watching YouTube videos, for example, also is absolute treat. You see, everything's very fluid on it, at least on this web browser mode. See, there's pretty much zero difference to a much more expensive phone, and this time you get absolutely gorgeous screen, so the videos will look absolutely nice as well. Hopefully you can see the colors of this phone through the camera. I'm not sure how well the displays are in real life. Absolutely beautiful colors, and something we really don't see on these cheap phones. I mean, pretty much everything looks beautiful on it. And yeah, no one really should be complaining about the screen of this, since, yeah, I don't know how they have managed to stuff in this kind of quality screen in this kind of budget. Absolutely great. Also, all the menus are properly polished up, and everything looks just so nice on it. Just like on flagship phone, you really are getting completely modern phone. And yeah, for this price point, I'm really amazed how they can pull this off. Basically, very nice, good. The weather app also looks very nice, and as you see, everything is very fluid on it. And again, only 4 GB version. Yep, and it runs perfectly good. Overall, if you are looking for a very good solid phone that's very cheap, yeah, this phone is very hard to beat, guys. And yeah, they have done a really amazing job on this phone, basically. And I'm pretty much very impressed with it in most cases. Again, the camera quality, yeah, it's lacking a bit, honestly. But again, this is a budget phone, don't forget that. So that's what you get with the cameras. They aren't the greatest, but they're still perfectly capable, and they'll be perfectly good for 90% of the people, basically. So yeah, if you are just looking for a cheap, very durable actually phone, and with 2 SIM cards and a very nice screen, I don't have a better suggestion than this phone. You can get some better phones in used market, but not new phones at this price and this display and pretty much everything else, and just how modern it is. Yeah, very nice phone, guys. So, and easily one of the best cheap phones you can currently get, if not the best, really. So yeah, if this was helpful, make sure to hit the like button. See you!